Hello, today I'm going to be breaking down how to scale your coaching business to 7 figures using a low-ticket conversion mechanism slash funnel. This has allowed our clients to generate 5 million plus in revenue, and from what I've heard of the people I've worked with, the funnel we've worked on have also generated 8 million, 8 figures actually, not 8 million. But that is not something that I necessarily like to be taking too much credit for, because they're kind of like running the funnels now on their own. They're making tweaks and stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, considering that, here is a very, very powerful system that we used for our $1.6 million launch that we did in 10 days for this NDA protected client, then a multi-6-figure cold traffic launch for Juvier's trading business, and then a consistent 5% conversion rate for Caitlin's cybersecurity career program. And this is not theory. This is something that we are actively using in the marketplace right now, and that we've developed across working with dozens of coaching businesses, B2B businesses, and in the 10 to 100K a monthly range. Now here is who the system is for. So if you're an info business owner or a coach or a consultant or even an agency owner or a SaaS company, this can definitely help you out. This is also for you if you're tired of trading time for money with one-on-one clients, struggling to scale beyond 10, 20K months or 100K even, and if you're getting traffic but not converting it efficiently. So you have a massive Instagram audience, but you are not getting the kind of conversion that you like into your high-ticket programs, or even if you're drowning in complex marketing strategies that barely deliver any results, and the agencies you work with tell you oh, that's the salespeople's fault, it's this, that, the other, when in reality they just don't have a proper nurture system that actually gets these leads warm for the sales teams to actually close them. What I'm going to be showing here is the low-ticket ascension framework. It's a systematic approach that brings consistent customers in, pays for the ads with the actual front end, and then gives you room to scale in mass and then make your money on the back end. It's basically a self-funding customers acquisition system. The problem with most businesses that I've seen from working with our clients is that they fall into time for money trap. Like one of my clients, a past life regression coach, told me directly, I'm doing one-on-ones, I'm trading time for money, I'd like more passive income. After looking at his stuff, I realized that he is massively undercharging his price, and that what he is charging for his one-on-ones, he should be charging for groups. And then he can also set up a low-ticket funnel that then allows him to advertise and also increase the kind of power that his content brand has. So he's getting quite a bit of followers, quite a bit of engagement, 15 clients per month, 15 calls per month, and then he's closing 70-90% of them. And that, I told him, you need to increase your prices massively, and then also start setting up an actual customer acquisition system that allows you to leverage cold traffic. So yeah, when your business model relies on your time and delivery, you've built yourself basically a job. Even at higher price points like 500 to even 3,000, it's still hard ceiling on your growth. We need to set up something that is systematic, that allows you to scale, and a low-ticket ascension funnel. And that this is more of the back-end kind of stuff that I suggest here, but I like to hit multiple different areas so I can give you as much value in this video as possible. So yeah, then you have low conversion rates on existing traffic. So I've seen a lot of clients having 500,000 followers, 1 million followers, but then their programs that they sell, they are pale in comparison. So one client who had 1 million subscribers is the biggest guru in her space. And when I saw her community, it was 10 people inside it. How is that possible? And I realized that she's actually not marketing her system properly. She just has one simple landing page, no VSL on it, no low-ticket ascension funnel, no ascension on the back end, which is something that we should also set up for her. But she's kind of in the weeds right now. She's not looking for some back end. She just wants to grow the community, which is fine. But the idea is we need to set up something that is going to allow you to get people on call, the low-hanging fruit, but also is going to allow you to get the people that are maybe not so interested in speaking to you for a high ticket, because everyone knows what a high ticket, a free clarity call, a free sales call is. A discovery call. Everyone knows that what it is. So you want to be hitting both segments of the market. Here's a book call if you want to talk to me directly and talk about the program. Here's a low ticket funnel that you can start implementing my philosophy, my teachings in a structured way for a cheap $27, $47, $97 price point. And then once you have that, then you have an easy ascension path for the high ticket. And don't worry, you're not going to give away too much value, especially if you build it like we build it. The low ticket funnels, you just really need to, you'll be surprised how many people go like, holy shit, this is amazing. I want to get this person's like high ticket stuff. You would be surprised, seriously. So yeah, your issue here is not traffic, it is conversion. So we set up the sales mechanism and then we get people to convert. And then we also supply with paid ads, because why the hell not? Like, you have a massive audience. We can set up some retargeting campaigns for that shit. It's gonna print. It is going to print, right? So yeah. Then we have technical overwhelm. A lot of coaches are building their business without a tech guy, an ops guy, a marketing guy. They're doing everything themselves, and that is absolutely overwhelming. I know for myself, like, just building this agency, it's like you have to do so freaking much. And if I had coaching calls, like coaching program clients on call with me 24/7, that would just absolutely blast me. There was no way I could ever do everything. And not to mention that, like, a lot of these coaches simply don't know what it takes to do the marketing. Like, it's one thing to do like good content to give away value, but to then convert that content is it is very different. It's a different game. And the thing I want you to notice is that what you don't know is what kills you. Because, like, what you do know that you don't know, you're just gonna learn it. But what you don't know that you don't know, there's so many things in this marketing system that, like, it's like, if you miss it, a small shit, it is going to slow you down so freaking much. And for example, a lot of clients I've spoken to are their internal systems are disorganized. Leads are leaking through the pipeline. Every dollar of unit of energy you're putting into the business is being burnt just by the lack of systemization that allows you to ascend and sell them into stuff. Like, you're wasting 60 to 80% of your dollar, advertising dollar, and your energy. And this is what, like, it leads to a lot of coaches, like, just overwhelming themselves, going on hiatus, and just, like, being blasted and not being able to move. Then the pricing dilemma. This is something also that I talked about in here also. This one was more like setting up the proper system that allows you to have time freedom and also get great results. And the pricing dilemma here is like, you need to find an optimal price point. Here's a general little thumb that I got from Alex Hormozi. This is basically, if you have 80% close rate, you're underpriced by 3 to 4x. You need to triple or quadruple your prices. This much you're underpriced by 2x. This much you're underpriced by this much. This much you're underpriced by this much, and then you're perfect here. And this is basically just improve your selling and then touch price, right? And the final and one of the biggest problems and most common problems that I've noticed in this business is that a lot of clients don't have an ascension system. They just have one singular low ticket funnel, and then they expect people to, maybe they have a course and then they may have a high ticket program on the side. And there's no interwovenness between them. There's no system to get people from one to the other. There's no ascensions. There's no, like, real marketing. It's just like individual marketing for this, individual marketing for that. Just like the river goes downstream and then, like, just diverges completely without ever going from anywhere from there. Like, there's no, the root problem here is you're running ads. It's even worse if you're running ads. Like, in warm traffic, it's pretty easy because you can launch warm traffic. Pretty much anything is going to sell. But the thing is, if you're running ads, that's cold traffic that you are trying to ascend without a system. That will not work. You're going to burn your money. You're going to burn your money. So the real problem is that you're running ads directly to a single offer without a proper funnel that captures value and multiple price points. Like one client, for example, she was running ads straight to a $50 masterclass. No upsells, no backend, no appointment setting, no appointment setters dialing people, no salespeople, no nothing. This could work back in 2013. Like, people could just plop some ads and just landing page, boom, $50 course, make millions. The game is different today, massively different. You need a proper backend to actually start profiting. You need a system where the front end pays for itself. While this client actually did have a break-even funnel, she got a bunch of customers in, but she didn't know what to do with them. So she wasted all that potential, and now we're gonna build something fucking amazing. Now, thankfully that she's with us, now we can build a proper backend ascension system that is going to capitalize on the existing market is obviously already here. They got this break even without proper marketing. Imagine what they're going to do with proper marketing. It's going to be insane. And you need a system where the front end pays for itself, so you're essentially getting leads for free. The ads are paying for themselves. And then you need an ascension and nurture system that not only generates sales calls, but pre-frames, pre-answers people's objections, qualifies them, and gets them to know, like, and trust you before the actual call. That's what we build for our clients in our conversion ecosystem that we built right here. This is like basically how it works. So we build your cold traffic optimized offer, get you Instagram ads. Look and skip this part if you don't want to be pitched on my system. Like, you can just watch the video on the website if you want. But I'm just gonna give me like 60 seconds. I'll walk through it. So, cold traffic optimized offer, something that is going to convert on cold traffic, brand new people coming in. The ads, we run high converting ads that are specifically designed to hit your market where it hurts. And these ads will pay for themselves thanks to the cold traffic optimized offer. Then conversion mechanism, we're going to choose whether we want to do a low ticket, a webinar, VSL call funnel, whichever kind of funnel runs best for your business model and your goals. We're going to build you that. Then funnel strategies, we're going to optimize the best possible funnel strategies for you. And then we're going to insert our pre-call pre-framing system, which is an organic retargeting, basically dishing people content that's going to get them pre-framed for the call. And this is not going to be like spamming people with DMs. This is going to be actually showing people content in native, in their feed, basically. Then a pre-call nurture system is basically like sending people emails they want to read with content they want to watch. And then a sales optimization system with PDFs, lead magnets, giving you the ways that you can pre-handle objections before the actual sales calls. And then pre-framed sales calls you get on the backend LTV optimization, which is like giving you ideas and optimizing what we do on the backend with customers and maximizing dollars per lead. And then once we have the sales calls, we take it and do back to front optimization so we can optimize the full system back to front. What most agencies do is that they miss like most of these. Like, they miss the cold traffic optimized offer. They just run ads, they run on a funnel, and then they get your sales calls. And then they're like, oh, look at this amazing system. Man, like, you're missing so fucking much. Don't like, you have to be upping your game right now. You need the proper conversion mechanism. You need a cold traffic optimized offer. You need a pre-call pre-framing system. You need a back to front optimization. You need to optimize the full funnel if you want to actually make money in this game. Then here's the low ticket funnel blueprint. So now I've told you like the problems that a lot of customers are facing that we've talked to. I've showed you our system, and I have showed you everything that basically is happening in the marketplace right now and how you can beat it. This is the how-to on how to actually build this thing. So I have, I'm going to switch up to this little Google Doc here because I've got an example here you can look at. So this is the exact system we use to build clients to get them to consistent 6, 7, and even 8-figure months on ice cold traffic, brand new people, which means brand new people, right? And the beauty is it works across all the niches in the information business place. The funnel has 5 components. So we have the perfect low ticket price point, which basically like what kind of price point are you running to get the maximum amount of volume and also backend ascension. So for some businesses, 27. For some people, it's going to be 47. For some businesses, for example, consultants and agencies, it's going to be 97 probably, or even 500, honestly, because there's a different kind of low tickets. This is something that we can chat over a call with if you want. This is something that we kind of do free offer reviews for low ticket funnels if you want. That is open in my calendar, like right below. But the idea is we want it to be high enough to qualify actual buyers versus review seekers. We need it to be an impulse buy and not people to just think about it. And we need it to be low enough so that refund rates stay super low. And also it needs to be high enough to cover the customer acquisition costs, basically pay for the ads. Then the core product formula is basically we want a specific outcome promise, one specific outcome, quick win that you can achieve people with this low ticket product without having to coach them, right? What can you provide them with this ebook, with this video course, with this diagnosis template, whatever kind of, with this paid challenge, 21-day challenge? What kind of results can you get them? And once they start implementing it and once they start seeing results, then we hit them with the ascension sequences that we start dialing them and doing all this stuff. But yeah, consumption speed should be ideally under 2 hours. If we make it too long, they're not going to consume it. It's going to be overwhelming for them. Implementation speed should be 24 to 72 hours of purchase. Results should be achievable in that time frame. And perceived value gap should be the 10x to 20x the actual price point. Let me give you an example from one of our clients, one of our prospects actually. We didn't actually close this client, not yet at least. He's scheduled for another call. The MoneyNet method, the fully plug-and-play audio system that installs wealth-attracting beliefs, triggers subconscious financial flow, and embeds personal prosperity commands, all within 10 minutes of listening. Basically, attract money kind of offer. This is more woo-woo kind of niche, but you get the point, right? Perceived value is going to be like you can make a lot of money with this, and we're going to giving for you for just 27, and we give them different arguments why it's so valuable, why kind of results we've gotten with it, and stuff like that. And look at the formula, like specific outcome, installing wealth-attracting beliefs, consumption speed, minutes of listening, implementation speed, immediate application, a value gap 249 versus 27. This is basically the kind of Neville Goddard, like don't think about the ladder and you'll see the ladder. That kind of niche. So yeah, whether you believe it or not, this is not besides the point. What we want is just to show you what kind of setup it looks like. Step 3 is the irresistible offer stack. So the secret to high converting, low ticket offers isn't just the core product; it's the entire offer stack. We need it to be an absolute no-brainer. We need it to be a core product, 3 to 5 bonuses, and the total perceived value should be like 20x the actual price. So, for example, here's the for the MoneyNet offer right here. Bonus 1, Fast Fortune Masterclass, 60-minute masterclass on an adjacent topic. Manifestation checklists always work pretty well for us. Community always works pretty well. We can do it a free trial of our paid community or a fully free community. That's also doable. And then a 7-day abundance faster, which is like immediate day 1 training on how to start getting your immediate energetic shifts in 24 hours using the system, right? And here's the key. Each bonus should address a specific objection or enhance the product in a meaningful way. So bonus 1 addresses how exactly does this work, or like it hits an adjacent topic, right? Bonus 2 is how do I know it's working? Checklist. Boom. Will I be doing this alone? Is there support? Yes, there's a community. How quickly will I see results? Day 1. There's a day 1 hour training. You can do that. Super easy. Then step 4 is the perfect upsell structure. This is where the real money is made. Not real money, but like the real AOV contribution is made. The upsell 1 specifically is the highest AOV contribution. Average order value, by the way. I know, like I sometimes get into marketing lingo and it gets confusing. So yeah, your low ticket is just the entry point. Your upsells where you maximize customer value. For optimal results, you need one of these 2 types of upsells, and it depends on which kind of setup works better for your front end. So it needs to be extension of the front end. Basically, it needs to be like a better, faster version of the front end, so like achieve the front end outcome but faster. Or, for example, here you can read this out. You now have everything you need to track money, but the problem is most people fall back into patterns. So to prevent that, here's an expansion kit to do it faster and easier. Natural extension is basically the next logical step in their journey. You're now attracting real money, but the problem is once money starts flowing, people don't know what to do with it. Here's a coaching call where I can help you build a purpose-driven life to use this new wealth that you will be acquiring. And we can also honestly use this as a sales call as well, by the way. And on this thank you page, you also want to set up a sales call and call it an implementation guide. When structured correctly, this should be like 20 to 30%. If you're an absolute monster, you will be getting 50% on take rate on upsell 1. We have actually achieved 1 upsell with 52% take rate. I think that's one of the highest in the industry. But it eventually fitted out like at 35. But yeah, that's the journey of the market basically. And then 7 to 15, honestly, for upsell 2, depending on the upsell. And then here's the math. So 100 customers buy your $27 product, $2,700, 25% take upsell 1, 5,000, and then 12% take 197. This much money. You just made 10K from 100 customers. Average order value $100 out of just a $27 product, right? And basically, if you put 10K into ads, you made this much back. You now got 100 customers. If you ascend just one of those customers into high ticket, just 1%, you are looking at $5,000 in revenue for free. There was no customer acquisition cost. You got free customers. And then even more are going to send on the back end, so we're probably looking at 15K out of this 10K funnel, right? And wait, I got a model that I can show you here. Yeah, basically average is 5K in, you make the 5K back or slight loss, and then on the back end you close like 17K worth of deals, 4x ROAS basically. And the more, once you have that, you'll be looking at reinvesting into ads probably, and then it starts making some serious money, right? And then we reinvest that, and then we're off to the races, right? But yeah, continuing on here, here's the ascension strategy. So basically, you need a ascension path on how to move customers from your low ticket into your high ticket offers. Basically, you need to do this through a segmented email nurture and ascension sequence for your customers that bought the low ticket and the upsells. You need appointment setters to actually dial and call up these buyers, and you want it to be like descending order. So like people that got all the upsells, the full funnel, you want to call them immediately. This is a golden prospect. You need to get this person immediately. Upsell 1 is the next tier, and then upsell low ticket is the number 1 tier. And yeah, then you want a limited time application opportunity for your premium program. That's one idea you can do. So basically, running a offer where you are, you are saying, hey, here's an implementation offer for those of you that implemented the front-end product. You can use this coupon code to get like $1,000 off or whatever, right? And then you can also set up a special graduate offer for your low-ticket program. At the end of it, you offer people, hey, here's how to graduate. The next step is going to allow you to this, that, the other. Yeah. Then the sales page that converts cold traffic. Now you understand the offer structure. Let's talk about creating a sales page that converts cold traffic into low ticket offers, into cold traffic into actual buyer customers. And this is super important because one client, she was doing a killer low ticket. She was doing massive amounts of volume, just pure volume, and blasting like $5,000 days with this thing, with just low tickets. And her conversion rate was 2% because she was using the wrong kind of funnel. She was not optimizing her take rates. And if she could just increase that to like 5%, she would be able to essentially double her business. Like from more than double actually, from 2 to 5%. And if we optimize it even further, we can take it to 7%, 8%, 9%, 10%. That's like a massive boost for the people that she's, for numbers she's doing, right? But she was currently just using that one kind of wrong kind of setup, and that's why I wanted to make it a point in this video just to really, really hammer home using the correct funnel structure. I attached a Figma template right here. You can, I want to set up I'll set up an email, where I can send you this, or you can just copy this link if you want to. I'll try and set up a Substack where I can email automation where you subscribe and then I'll send you this thing, and then it'll allow you to build it out on there. But the basic idea is you want to copy this kind of structure because it's proven across multiple niches on ice cold traffic to convert 5 to 10%. So you need this thing, please. No, it's not too corporate for your audience. Your audience is not special. Everyone thinks there is. They are. 99% of the time, they're wrong. Please just use what works. This is the kind of setup we're running. Here's one from our client, Caitlin, right here. Basically, yeah. It has all the testimonials, the product right there, the process graphic, testimonial images, all that stuff. Yeah, just use this. And here's a long form version as well. You can use this. This is a more templated version, not from our clients, but from the template we used. And then OTOs, this is like for the upsells, you can use these. Literally just use what works. Please don't ideate, especially if you're not a professional marketer. Please use what works. That being said, let's continue on here. Here's the headline. The headline is the number one thing that's going to drive your offer. So because once you've written your headline, you've spent 80% of your advertising dollar. That's what David Ogilvy says. It's that important. He's not over exaggerating. And here's one that works time and time again. So it's like how to outcome without limitation, limitation, or painful thing. And you can even spice it up with things like in 2025, or specific words that help accentuate your mechanism, like install this to your da-da-da, so you can da-da-da without da-da-da. And another good one we use is authority reveals mechanism for identity to start outcome without hard thing. Examples: number one vocal coach reveals 50 new techniques to start singing with confidence, leave any audience speechless, and become a vocal superstar. No natural talent or previous experience needed for any age. And the other one we did was multi-millionaire trader reveals proven Heikin-Ashi system for complete beginners to start generating 100, 500, 1,000, even 2.5k per day trading in only 30 minutes per day without risking your life savings, spending hours glued to the charts, or even previous experience. And yeah, that's for the headline. And for the VSL, you want it to be in this structure. I'm going to show you the structure below, but number one thing you need to focus on is setting up the opener. In the opener, the first 100 words is the most important part of VSL because it's going to pattern interrupt them and hook them immediately. You need to be able to really hit them hard here, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot of readers here. Yeah, and here's an example. So I have a serious, this is from our trading funnel, the Juvier 6 Figures one. I have a serious question for you. What if you and I could trade places? Just like that, you get my $100,000 per month trading secrets. The same secrets that allow me to profit or generate anywhere from 1 to 10K every single day. I'm talking about winning trades like this. Example, without risking your life savings, without spending hours glued to the charts, and without needing years of experience, allowing you to simply plug in my proven templates and potentially start making daily profits faster than you ever thought possible, even if you've never traded before, have zero financial background, or don't have much time on your hands. In fact, you don't even have to know how the stock market works, and yet, minute after minute, day after day, month after month, you're able to consistently, predictably make profitable trades every single day. And then VSL sections, you want to run this structure. This is the structure we run with our paid clients. So you can literally take this, ask yourself, open the camera, and answer these questions in order. And you will have a very, very strong sales letter outline, video sales letter outline. And all you need to do then is really just structure it into a proper structure. Basically this, and like cut out the fat and do all that. You can look at some of our examples. Like Juvier's, just write out the daily profit system. And literally the first thing that comes up, read this and watch the video, see how we structured it. Now, the traffic system that scales, you need the actual traffic system to scale your low ticket, because just setting up the thing up, if you don't have like a massive audience, it is not going to convert on its own, right? So you need to set up a proper traffic system. And luckily for you, we have that as well. Now, here's the three-part traffic system we use. We need cold traffic campaigns. We need 3 types of ads, basically. We need problem-aware video ads. This is the people that are problem-aware. They know they have a problem, but they don't know that there's a solution. We need to hit them where it hurts. We need to explain to them the problem they are facing, and we need to hint at a specific solution. We need to keep these under 60 seconds. Then we need to use curiosity-based image ads. These are intriguing statements, questions that make people want to learn more. For example, why do some people effortlessly attract money while others struggle no matter how hard they work? It's an interesting question, and honestly, you can do an image ad for this, or you can even do this in a video format. I think video format will work better for this, because you can then elaborate, because this currently in the market, just asking this question is not going to get you leads. But yeah, you just need pretty good curiosity-based image ads. That's also good. And then social proof carousel ads. These showcase customer results in a visually engaging format. And there's many different ads we can run, but I can hand you a swipe file via call if you want. That is not something that we can disclose as insider agency stuff right now. Plus, it is a lot of it is taken from like different masterminds I'm in, so I can really add that into this video. But what I can give you is I can show it to you via a call or something. That is something we can do. Now, let's continue on here. So the key to running cold traffic successfully is testing multiple angles successfully. When we launch a campaign, we typically launch like 10 to 15 ads every single week. 10 to 15 hooks with 3 messaging buckets. Basically, your customer ICP, the ideal customer persona, has 3 sub-markets inside it. We want to hit every single sub-market with 5 different hooks. Can be problem hooks, can be outcome hooks, direct promise hooks, whatever kind of hooks you would like. But we want to hit all 3 of them, and then with the 1 to 2 bodies should be a little bit generalized to hit all 3 messaging buckets. Then the retargeting engine, we want to, we can go deeper into ads. I'm probably going to go deeper into ads like in another video, but for now, this is enough, right? Just want to give you the basics. The retargeting engine, we meet, a lot of people drop the ball here, like a lot of agencies. The retargeting shouldn't be the same ad shown to people who didn't buy. It should be address specific objections that prevented them from purchasing. Like, it should be an abandoned cart sequence that basically just goes into ads. Hey, I saw you opted into this low ticket funnel, but you didn't buy. What happened? Was it the price? If so, here's a discount. Boom, there's something you can do. That's a great ad you can run. They give a discount code, or you can give them like, hey, if you forgot to open it, boom, we get the people that forgot. And then there's different things we can do, right? Hit them again with a promise, remind them how powerful this is, stuff like that. Here's a 3-tiered targeting structure. So people that viewed page but didn't purchase, so show testimonial focus ad that build credibility, added the cart but didn't purchase, objection handling ads that address common concerns, and then upsell declined, so like people that that did not accept the upsell. You can add downsell ads here to basically just downsell them, right? Or give them a discount on the upsell. Or there's many different things we can do, like depending on your goals and what you want to do, right? And alongside abandoned carts, this allows you to recover 20 to 40%, honestly, not even 30, 40% of sales you would have actually lost without this sequence for a very, very cheap retargeting price. Then the scaling protocol. Once you have a profitable funnel, here's how to scale it systematically. The 20% rule. You need to be increasing ad budget every 20% every day or every 3 to 4 days, depending on when the ad sets, until you start seeing diminishing returns and until just stuff starts breaking, right? We want to expand the audience. We want to create lookalike audiences from your purchase in top 25% of time on page visitors. We want to, once we've maximized the platform, we want to expand to other platforms as well. So, like for example, if you're doing Instagram and Facebook, a good new one will also be YouTube, or maybe Google was going to be something good for you. But TikTok is a hit or miss usually for us. But yeah, this is 100% later down the line. To start off with, you would definitely want to like start focusing on just one channel and then expand. Like get $1 million and then only expand. Creative refresh. Introduce new creative variations every 10 to 14 days to prevent ad fatigue, because stuff is going to break. You want to be constantly on the ball because no ad is going to be the killer, the best ad in the game forever. You need to be constantly optimizing. Do not rush the process. Each increase in budget needs to stabilize before the next increase. Don't make emotional decisions. Smart marketers take time to gather data, usually 7 days worth of it, and then we make the necessary decisions. No on the spot, like I feel like this, so I do this decisions. No, nothing like that. Then the implementation plan. Here is how you actually start implementing this system into your business. I'm going to give you like a 30-day plan to get this thing up and running by yourself with your team if you guys want to. So basically, week 1 is offer development. Define your low ticket offer. So like set up a document like this and literally just define like what is the offer we want to run. Let me show you an example. Here's an example from one of our clients. So basically this is something I did, laid the funnel out for them, gave them some ideas, and then we got on a call. We jammed about everything we wanted to be adding. We jammed about this, got this down. Literally the whole thing was done like this, and I gave them like a lot of value below the thing so they can actually make the thing work. And it ended up crushing as we expected. Then you can book a call if you want to have your offer reviewed free of charge. This is not something that like we can usually do like price a little bit for the low ticket builds, but just to have it reviewed, you don't have to pay me anything. Honestly, I'd gladly just review it for you and then have your trust, which we can then potentially build into a partnership later down the line once you're ready to scale. I would outline the specific transformation that it delivers. I would create the content, create 3 to 5 complementary bonuses like I showed you, ensure that each one addresses a specific objection, package them attractively, literally make them into a beautiful, turn them into beautiful product mock-ups like these. Here's a template we can use. I can give you this template as well if you need. Basically, here's just make it look attractive, right? We've built many of these. Here's what they look like, right? And you want to develop your better, faster, or natural extension upsell, which you will then create the messaging for all of this. So basically, you want to create the sales arguments on why this is so important, why this is so life-changing, and why they need to buy all this. Then you want to go into week 2, which is going to be funnel building, sales page creation, write the sales page copy using the frameworks I shared in this video. Literally just please take what I showed you in this video and just implement it. Nothing's going to convert better. Do not experiment. A lot of people experiment. Like one client we work with, they tried to experiment on this. They got 1% conversion rate. I looked through the funnel, gave them I tried to make it at least, they didn't want to make it fully like mine. Like what I showed them, the high converting one, they try to make it a little bit different. I try to give them like as close as possible to the framework, triple their conversion rate instantly. Just one session, just like that. Gather testimonials and proof elements, design the page for maximum conversions. Like I said, follow these. Build your sales page in order form, set up upsell pages, write thank you and delivery pages. Thank you page should be implementation call, by the way. Write the emails, pre-launch sequence, launch sequence, abandon cart, pre-call nurture sequence, ascension sequence. Set them up in your email software of choice. Then week 3 is supposed to be traffic preparation, basically ad creative development. Create 3 messaging buckets. Determine your target market, 1 avatar, then break them down into 3 market subsets or messaging buckets. Different experiences of the people in the marketplace. That's the messaging buckets. Maybe people want someone wants singing for confidence. Maybe someone else wants singing to perform on stage. Maybe someone else wants to crush karaoke night. Whatever their goal may be, you want to speak to each and every one of them. Then you create 10 to 15 hooks for each, 5 problem-based ones, 5 direct offers, 5 promises, and then produce 1 to 2 bodies for all of them. And then set up your ad accounts and ad tracking, pixel tracking. That's completely something. You can look up on YouTube how to set up Pixel. It's super easy. You just need to do it right with the conversions API and everything. I can walk you through that on call if you want. That's not that big a deal. Then targeting setup. You want to create custom and lookalike audience. You want to do campaign budget optimization, and you want to hit 2 cold ad sets for cold traffic. Basically, the people you want to hit. So broad market targeting and interest-based targeting. And for interest-based, literally just go in and just literally blast anything that you think of. Can be connected to your topic. And then you want to set up your targeting pixels possibly in Hyros. We can do this for you for free if you need. Or this is something that we also do for the clients. Not too in depth. We can set up the basics and then we can you can run from there. Then week 4 is going to be launch and optimization. Soft launch is going to be launch a small segment of cold traffic to just validate the offer. This is not something we do actively, but it is something that helps like beginner marketers and offer owners test the offer and validate it before they actually start blasting it on cold traffic and warm audience. Monitor results, make quick adjustments, refine your targeting based on initial data, and once you have your data optimized, we can do a full launch, including socials, email, warm targeting week campaigns, and ice cold blasting campaigns, along with going into the scale phase for cold traffic. And the scale phase is basically increase ad budget on winning ad sets, expand to additional audiences, and implement your retargeting campaigns. This 30-day plan is aggressive, but it's doable if you are focused, if you have a team, if you guys are on the ball. I have personally implemented this plan without even having a team behind me, basically just running it on my own. So if you are doing this honestly alongside running the business, it may take a little bit longer, but it's no problem, right? Common pitfalls. Before we wrap up, I wanted to give you 5 common pitfalls that I notice people wanting to build a low-ticket funnel. They overcomplicate the core offer, or they give they make a massive ebook with 300 pages. That's a massive lift. If you are a massive guru, massive celebrity in the business, in the industry, you can do that, but like I would not suggest it. It's a massive lift. Just do something easy like a video course and then run from there. And remember, it needs to be simple, specific, and fast to consume. If they don't consume it, it's very hard to send them into high ticket. No 300 pages ebooks unless you are insane authority. I've seen it work, but not for most people. And imagine how sucky it'll be to build a low ticket funnel and then just no one buys the thing, and it's a 300 page book. It's massive. Pitfall 2, underpricing the upsells. People sell the upsells for way too cheap. We need to be selling them at 97 and 197 and then optimizing for take rate. We need strong order bumps. It needs to be a no-brainer addition to what they're already buying. It is super easy to make this thing work. You just need to know how to do it. You can ask me on call to review your bump if you want to as well. That's something we also offer. I'm just blasting out free offers here, but like I do genuinely want to give you like value. I probably will end up like giving you something that we can help you with, giving you kind of an offer on these calls. But like basically, I do want to like just give you the value up front. There's no problem for me. Then neglecting email follow-up. This one is absolutely crucial. Like, even with low ticket follow, email follow-up is crucial. You need to have a dedicated sequence for every single kind of customer. We need an ascension sequence, a abandoned cart sequence, nurture sequence. All these sequences need to be in place if you want to actually make this thing work. Scaling too quickly, pitfall 5. A lot of people, once they see their ads show promise, they just crank the budget like 5 to 10x overnight, and this completely ruins the performance, because you need to be gradual scaling. That's the only way that Facebook Pixel can acclimate to the changes. Now, we've covered a lot of ground today. My voice is blasted. I'm in the cafe. Everyone's looking at me, but I don't care. I'm here to give value, and maybe they'll learn something, right? But let's recap the key points. So, low ticket funnels are the most effective way to acquire customers at scale while covering your ad costs. So basically, free customers into a massive list you can ascend later. A perfect low ticket offer has a core product priced at $27.47, 3 to 5 valuable bonuses, 2 strategic upsells, upsell 1, upsell 2, and then a downsell also, and a clear path to ascension to the high ticket offers. There needs to be a natural entry point with a natural ascension path into the backend. Your sales page needs to be short, direct, and optimized for impulse purchases. Copy the template. And your traffic should include cold campaigns, strategic retargeting, and systematic scaling. Implementation should follow a 30-day plan, starting with offer development and ending with careful scaling. If you implement what I've shared today, you will have a customer acquisition that essentially pays for itself by bringing you consistent leads and sales, pre-framed sales calls, if you set up the pre-framing setup right. But understand this is a lot to take in. If you need like help implementing this system, I will offer a free strategy call where we can diagnose your current setup, find the biggest bottlenecks, the low-hanging fruit that we can instantly fix to start making you more money, and then we'll map out a custom low ticket funnel plan, or the specific if I think that low ticket is not the best offer for you, I'll find you a better conversion mechanism that I will offer to you, and we will instantly give on the actual call. We'll give you actionable strategy you can implement immediately on your own, so it's not just a sales call, it is actually something valuable that you can look forward to. To book your call, just visit the description below. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, please like this video, subscribe, send it to someone you think could also find value in it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a wonderful day.